We had a large and a very important change happen where we went from a very localized team to expanded responsibilities across North America. And this was interesting for us because when you overcome any kind of situation where you're managing change, and one of the things you have to take into account is, well, what's the existing culture and how will the change that's proposed have an impact on that culture? And we had a culture where people were very, very comfortable with their somewhat siloed, insulated lives. They had developed their own traditions and habits, and now all of a sudden we had to open it up and bring in other members to make a more merged team with many different sides to it. So one of the things that we did to manage this and to be successful in terms of making sure that the team actually adhered to it and ultimately thrived was we really took a kind of a classical change model. And it's something that some people listening to this may be very familiar with, this notion of the stages of change, where the first part of any kind of change is where it's storming, where everything is chaotic. We don't really understand. You've given us the instructions of where we're going, but we don't know what that looks like yet. We're not sure how that's going to affect us. And then the next stage after that is norming, as we begin to develop the norms that we're going to need. And then we begin to form. We form a team, we form a model, we form the new habits we need to develop until we eventually are performing.